Oh, welcome. This is your boy, the host with the most, but humble. And I do mean humble. Dino Stradamus, aka Derek, and I'm here, of course, on a Saturday to give you the hungry, happy, healthy people here at WrestleCram the recap of Night of Champions 2023. If you're watching it today, you're watching it tomorrow, you're watching it next week. I truly do thank you from the bottom of my heart to the depths of my loins. I truly do thank you. Without you guys, it truly would not be me. I'm humbled eyes each and every single time I am allowed to do this. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching the show. Thank you so much for being a part of this awesome ride I call WrestleCram. So thank you so much. Don't forget tomorrow you will get the recap of Double or Nothing, AEW Double or Nothing, but you will get the recap of Battleground. You'll get that on the tag in on Monday. So don't forget, all three will be taken care of. I'm going to take care of all three of them. It's just that we will not get a standalone show for Battleground. Battleground will be taken care of on the tag in, okay? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You guys like, share, and subscribe. And also, don't forget as well, Sunday as well, I will be, as soon as I get up in the morning, I'm going to go ahead and take care of the feed for the community tab for Ask WrestleCram, so don't forget about that as well. Get your questions in tomorrow as quickly as you can. Have a great time with that. Try to stump your boy as well. Don't forget, I do have a Facebook group page, the WrestleCram Super Club. WrestleCram Super Club. Do not forget about that as well, you guys. Have a great time there. I'm posting there on a regular basis. So I'm there. I'm having a great time. Hopefully you're having a great time there as well. If you're not there, go ahead, join. Have a great time. Debate with you, boy. I'm there. Hopefully you'll be there as well. So let's talk about, I'm not going to talk about it all per se, but I want to give a little breakdown of what the situation was. So, the reason why this is coming out a little later than it usually is, one or two things or whatever. Number one, I woke up really late. Well, not late. I woke up at 12. Had a really super late night. So I woke up at 12. Thinking that it was going to be on at 12, but it was not. So it actually started at 11. And that was the pre-show and all that stuff as well. So, on top of that, I watched the show. I watched it from beginning to end, not live. I watched it. Shout out to Stephen Larson. I'm usually watching them as well on my laptop, but it was just crazy. They would have been saying stuff I would have not known what was going on, and I'm watching it from the beginning. So I usually watch them. Don't forget to go check out Stephen Larson going in Raw. They do a great live watch along. They do not show the show, of course, but they're having a great time with the watch along. But I wanted to watch the show, and I saw the show from beginning to end. Right, I saw it from beginning to end, and I was like, let me rewatch some matches. I just want to rewatch a couple of matches to make sure that I'm not seeing things with this situation. When I tell you that Night of Champions, the card itself was wrong. The card itself was wrong. The way they put the card together, what to me was not right. Now, the ending was really good. I enjoyed the ending. I would have kept that Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa versus the tag team champions, which is Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. I would have still put that last because the ending was so good. But the rest of the card was like, did we really need these matches? Like, these matches were like, to me, now, I'm not talking about everybody else, but to me, the matches didn't make sense. And all of these matches, other than a couple, should have been like a main event at SmackDown or a main event for Monday Night Raw. That's just my opinion. These, and I would say even the build-ups for these matches made no sense to me. So it was like, on top of that, we had a great, when I tell you we had a great crowd in Puerto Rico. We had a great crowd in Puerto Rico. Beautiful crowd that was actually passionate and did a great job. This crowd was so bad This crowd was not into it. This crowd was very, very weird. There was a situation where some dumbass threw a bottled water at freaking Brock Lesnar. I wouldn't even wink at Brock Lesnar, let alone have the balls to try to throw something at Brock Lesnar. So it was a lot of stuff on there I did not like. Lots of disrespectful people there. What else can I say? There was a point where we didn't even get Sami Zayn's music at the beginning. It was just crazy with the situation with that. I mean, yes, he is a Muslim. He is I'm guessing he's not the right Muslim for Saudi Arabia. So I mean, I don't know what happened. And it was just very weird because it was a lot of pumped in yays and boos and it was a lot of pumped in noise, and you could tell that it was a lot of pumped in noise, and it was really just not as passionate as it was in Puerto Rico, or probably even Chicago, which is a really passionate wrestling city. It was just really bad. Corpus Christi, it was so passionate in Corpus Christi, Texas. But that was I think it was the night before they went to Puerto Rico. Passionate. Great. It was great. So, I mean, it was just a thing that if it was me, if I was like the person that was like trying to book all of this stuff, and I'm like, is it getting to a point where do we really need to be in Saudi Arabia? Can we put this somewhere else in this little region? I'm thinking like India, somewhere that is more, even Nigeria, somewhere South Africa, somewhere else that we can put this crown jewel or Night of Champions now. Somewhere else we can put this. I will say this, I'm not trying to be as negative as I should, but I will say that they always do a great job when it comes to the stage and everything when they go to Saudi Arabia. It is so beautiful, and I will say it was really, really fun to see. But once again, there were matches on here that I was like, should this match really should have been on the card? And I will say this, usually Bianca Belair starts the matches, and I wouldn't even put her in the beginning because it was just that dead in this arena. It was just not good. So, I mean, other than that, I'm done ranting. Let's talk about, of course, the very first match of the Night of Champions. This is the match that I saw 2 times because I watched it and had a head scratcher, and then I watched it again and I was like, number one, why is this so far? Why is this the first match of the card, number one? And number two, it was just not good. It wasn't good. I mean, it was like AJ Styles knew that he wasn't going to win. And it looks like he did a great job selling or jobbing for Seth Rollins. But my thing is, and I'm not mad because I think Seth Rollins deserved it. Don't get me wrong. It was just the point of like, does Seth really need it? You know, does Seth Rollins really need it? When you give a title to somebody, they truly need the belt to bring them up to another level, to elevate them. There are some people that really don't need titles. Like Brock Lesnar doesn't need a title. Right now, Cody Rhodes doesn't need a title. And Seth Rollins is in that category of really don't need a title. And, you know, now we have, of course, we have a face champion, which is cool. You know, I'm okay with that. But Seth, to me, would have been a better chaser for that title, having the expectation of him challenging AJ Styles, who is a heel, and the faction that he has. That would be a great thing to get him to get to that point, to that level. So eventually, when we do see him win that title, it would have been a great thing. It would have been a fun thing to see. But it sucked. It truly sucked to me because, I mean, it really wasn't even a good match. The match didn't make sense to me. Now, the story consists of AJ Styles working the knee or the ankle of Seth Rollins. So there was a story involving this situation. We almost got a Styles clash off the second rope, which was pretty nice. It turns into a hurricanrana. Looks like he almost fell on his neck, Seth Rollins. We get a AJ Styles where he does like a nice little back suplex, working the back of the neck on the side of the ring onto Seth Rollins, which was very nice. It looked very nice, very crisp with that. AJ Styles goes for the phenomenal forearm, but Seth Rollins gives him the super kick, and that leads to a Seth going into the stump for him to win the title. We get Triple H. Triple H comes in, gives him the title, and that was the end of that. It was, it wasn't a good match. It was an okay match, but it wasn't like a match that is for a world title to me. And I'll say this as well, because to me it was really nerve-wracking to the point of, okay, how about we just give the belt to Seth Rollins after all the stuff we've seen? How about we just give the belt to him? Just give it to him. We don't have to have a match, because that's pretty much what it was. It was, okay, yeah, you're going to job, let's give the belt to Seth Rollins. That's exactly what it was. Another match, I thought that it was going to be really, really good, really great. Could have been on a main event of, to me, of a Monday Night Raw, because they're both on Monday Night Raw, which is Trish Stratus versus Becky Lynch. Really good. It was a thought that was pretty good with this match. Trish Stratus did a great job, I will say that, with her offense. But it came to the fact of, like, okay, you haven't wrestled in a while. You haven't wrestled a one-on-one match in a while. So what are we getting out of this in a premium live event? That's my thing. But I will say this: it is a women's match. It was a okay women's match. And I'm okay with that, because Tony Khan doesn't even enjoy women's matches. So I'll be okay with this one, because it was really good. It wasn't really good. It was okay. We get a nice Hurricanrana by Trish Stratus on the outside. We get an attempt kick, a chick kick. That didn't work. We tried. We also get a disarm her. I thought that was pretty cool. We got that. I haven't seen that move in a long time. My apologies. But at the very, very end, where we get Zoe Starks, who I love to death, who I think is going to revolutionize the women's division. I think she's going to revamp the women's division. She comes out. She puts Becky Lynch in a Z360, busting her nose completely wide open, and giving Trish Stratus the satisfaction on her face first. I think that completely bust her open completely for Trish Stratus to win. I did count Trish Stratus to win this match. I think I went half and half on there. I think I did. So I did go for Trish Stratus. Trish Stratus did win this match. A pretty decent match, but once again, this could have been a main event for Monday Night Raw. The match of the night to me, the number one match of the night to me, was the Mustafa Ali versus Gunther match. This match was so good. I will tell anybody to go check this match out. It was so good, it made no sense. This is going to, I think, before I start to talk about this match I think is going to elevate Mustafa Ali to another level now, to the point where I think that Mustafa will get that world title somewhere soon. Not this year, but probably next year. Run 6 months into it, and Gunther finally gives that Intercontinental title to somebody, and we're going to get a Mustafa Ali versus Gunther match, probably at, hopefully, I'm thinking at a WrestleMania, because Mustafa Ali showed his heart out times 12. If I tell you, once again, I would put anything on this match, because this match was really, really good. Very fast-paced at the beginning. Mustafa using his very fast pace to work the legs, trying to get him down. But, Gunther is just as strong can be. We're getting really beautiful sleeper holds by Gunther. But the thing that was really good about this situation was that Mustafa tried to attempt a top rope maneuver. We don't know what it was. Gunther gets on the top, tries to end that really quick, and Mustafa puts him in a sit-down powerbomb, getting back on the top rope for a 450 frog splash, connects, and gets a close 2 count onto Gunther. When I tell you this was so good, it makes no sense. But the 450 frog splash can only do so much. He attempts it again. It does not work. We get two beautiful lariats by Gunther. Also, we get that really nice crisp back that stand-up drop kick to Mustafa Ali, sending him to the the turnbuckle, and getting that beautiful powerbomb for Gunther to win the match. Once again, the match of the night, ladies and gentlemen, the best match of the night, hands down. After that, we get Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens in the back. They're just Sami's kind of doubting himself a little bit, where he's saying that, well, today is 1,000 days of Roman Reigns being world champion. And they were just, and he was saying, dude, it's a crazy ride, but Roman always finds a way to win. Kevin Owens informs him, like, look, I understand what you're talking about. I understand the Tribal Chief little scenario and how his special is, just like I tell you, his special is literally the kicking out of anything. And that's kind of what it is. But Kevin's saying, just because he's the 1,000-day Tribal Chief, that doesn't still signify that we are the people that beat the greatest tag team champions of all time, which are the Usos. So I guarantee we are going to leave Saudi Arabia as the tag champions. And it kind of motivated Sami as well to be happy and go on to the next match. After that, they show LA Knight in the crowd. A lot of people are having great times with him, and his music comes out. Number 1, I love his music. Number 2, I love his gimmick. Number 3, I love his mic skills. Number 4, why are we still making him a jobber? Stop it. After that, we get the Bianca Belair and Asuka match. This match was not good. It wasn't good. It wasn't to the level of the Io Sky story, where it just wasn't good to me. This match could have it could have been a main event for SmackDown. It should have been a main event for SmackDown. I would have put it as a main event for SmackDown, but we didn't get that. So, I mean, it just was not good. Lots of really submission holds. Asuka trying her hardest to just work the arm of Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair, after she tried, Bianca would just throw her like a rag doll. I mean, Bianca is like the John Cena of the women's division. She is just so strong and so powerful. So Asuka finally gets the miss, tries to attempt to spray her, but that didn't happen. So the referee did not see this, where she sprays the mist onto her hand, and Bianca Belair tries the KOD, but Asuka rubs the mist on Bianca Belair's eyes, blinding her, giving the opportunity for Asuka to deliver, I think, 3 kicks to the back of the neck for her to win and become the new women's champion, or Raw Women's Champion. Once again, it was not wasn't a typical match. I hate that their styles don't mix to the point where now I know that she's probably going to do a lot of press, because, her and her husband Montez Ford, they are having like a Miz and Mrs. type of show on USA. So she's probably there to do some type of press. Apparently, I am hearing as well that, or I have read that they are going to try to turn them heel. So we will see with this situation, see how it works. That's weird, because once again, Asuka is a heel. So how is she going to win her title back? No one knows. But anyway, after that, we get a Rhea Ripley versus Natalya match. Very quick match in 1, 2, 3. It was the worst thing to have Natalya fly to freaking Saudi Arabia to job out like this. It makes no sense. She is your workhorse. She is the oldest, she's the veteran in that locker room, and you treat her like this. It's the craziest thing. After that, we get Seth freaking Rollins. Seth freaking Rollins does a backstage interview with Byron Saxton. And Byron announces him as the new world champion. And Seth Rollins says, put some stank on it, man. Put some stank on it. So he said, put some stank on it. And he still sounded exactly the same. So he was like, he said 4 years. He said 4 years I have not held the championship gold. He said, feels right. This feels right. He also says that he will be on Monday Night Raw every Monday to make sure that, you know, who will be the next person. So we will see what happens, who will be the next opponent for Seth Rollins for that world title. Hopefully it's Jinder Mahal. But anyway, after that, we get the Cody Rhodes versus Brock Lesnar match. I would say this was a pretty decent match. But we knew what was going to happen. We knew what was going to happen, you guys. But he didn't have a sling. He had like they kept saying a titanium skeletal thing on his arm or whatnot. But I thought it was the arm part, not the wrist part. But, you know, I don't know. So Cody comes in very strong, using the titanium cast over and over again on Brock, dazing him a little bit. We get two crossroads by Cody Rhodes, attempting a third one, but Brock puts him in the Kimura lock. I thought it was over with right there. He did kind of pass out, but he put some power back into it, gets to the ropes. Cody Rhodes delivers another crossroads to pin a close to, but we did not get that. Brock does kick out. Brock delivers a F5 to Cody. Cody kicks out with a close to. Brock delivers the Kimura lock and not making him tap out, but he did pass out. And this was the time where he didn't let the hold go. Eventually he did. And then that's where some guy with huge huevos tries to throws a bottled water into the ring, and Brock is like looking. He's looking like, which one of you motherfuckers did this? Cause I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you. I was like, he was looking like, yeah, who did that? Who did that? But you know, he got his composure back, and he walks out and does that. That was the end of that. After that, we get the Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens, and the Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens versus Solo Sikoa and Roman Reigns. This was a very this was a very interesting match. When I tell you this match was it was overbooked. It was overbooked, but once again, everything that Roman Reigns does now is completely overbooked, you guys. So. I mean, we didn't even get the match. So we got Kevin Owens' intro, but we didn't get Sami Zayn's intro. It pretty much just fast forward to them being in the ring. I don't know what happened. I would love to see what happens. I will read on what happened with that. I'm guessing somebody tried to attack Sami Zayn. We don't know. But it went from that to them getting in the ring. Starts off with Sami Zayn and Solo. But Roman. It started off with actually Kevin Owens and Roman Reigns. Sorry, but Roman's like, y'all want me, and he tags in, of course, Solo Sikoa. They pretty much single. Eventually, Sami gets in, and they single out, just single Sami out for a while, just beating the crap out of him. Eventually. Kevin Owens gets back in the ring. We get a lot of that situation. But the match really wasn't the best, but it was overbooked. We get the situation where Roman tries to spear Sami. Sami gets out of the way. He spears the ref. The ref is completely knocked out, giving Sami the opportunity for a Superman punch and trying to do a spear, but Roman delivers a Superman punch. Kevin Owens gets into the mix, grabs the hell? But anyway, giving him the opportunity to take him outside the ring. I don't know what the hell that was. I was like, it started speaking Japanese or Chinese. Sound like Chinese. But anyway, I'm lost. But anyway, giving the opportunity for Kevin Owens. I'm not going to stop. I'm going to keep going. Kevin Owens grabs Roman, throws him to the outside. We get him clearing both tables, attempting to do something on the English announcing table, but the Usos come out. They attack Kevin Owens. They throw him over. They grab the commentator's desk, throws the desk on top of Kevin Owens. They go inside. They do super kick parties on Sami Zayn. Tries one more double super kick, kicking not Sami Zayn, but Solo Sikoa, knocking him completely out. After that, the Tribal Chief, he finally comes to. He gets in the ring. He's upset. He gets to the point where he smushes Sammy's face, smushes Jimmy's face, and now we get to the point where Jimmy is truly pissed, super kicks the Tribal Chief. Jay's like, oh my God, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? He's like, we should have did this a long time ago. So he super kicks the Tribal Chief again, knocking him out. Great job. And they just leave. They're like, let's go. Let's get out of here. Solo Sikoa gets the stunner and the Halula kick for them to win and retain their titles. Now, once again, we get Roman Reigns. He will get a 1,000-day celebration on Friday. We will see what happens with this situation. Very interesting. I loved it. The ending was really, really good. The show itself was just blah, super blah, and I was like, okay, I guess. But what we got going on now? What we got going on now is that tomorrow you will get, of course, the Double or Nothing show, where we will most definitely do that. And the tag in, you will get, of course, the Battleground. So, once again, it was okay. Put your comments in if you think it was good. Give me your number one match as well. I love y'all so very much. I think my sound machine is needs to be charged. That's probably what it is. So, I love y'all so much. I love y'all so much. Until next time, the best is yet to come. Love, peace, and of course,